I did not realize it was 10 already. Okay, the mic is working. An OST going. Then alright. Okay. And we are back. So, I didn't finish sketching it yet. I thought I might as well just finish that here. So I'm just going to... I got the characters sketched in, which is good. So I just gotta finish, like, the rest of this. I haven't sketched on Medibang in, like, so long, though, so I'm like, oh. Hi, Biba. Welcome. We're finally starting the... Well, technically I tried starting, like, a while ago, but I did not like that opening, so I've just been... For a long time, I was just stuck on, like, how do I actually want to write this? And finally, I've come up with something, and we are just going to try and get the ball rolling on that, and hopefully that ball will keep rolling. Very fair, yeah. So let's see. Updates. Okay, so last week, a bunch of stuff basically happened on both streaming days, and I was like, okay, it's just not happening this week. Just some personal things on Tuesday, and then, on last Thursday, in the morning, my dad got the news that our grandpa passed away. Um, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything today. I'm not like terribly sad about it, to be honest. It, yeah, it's okay. Like, it's not, like it is sad, and I am sad, but I'm not mourning, I guess, is the best way to put it, because, we have seen Lolo, like, 3 times, or I've seen him, like, 3 times in all my years of being alive, so I didn't really know him that well. I enjoyed his company a lot, so there's that. If anything, it's more sad. It's like the last time I saw him was 2018, so I'm just not gonna get the chance to see him again. I have had family who are like that, yeah, exactly. So it's not like, again, I'm not like grieving so much that I am just like, man, that sucks. Anyways, so that happened on Thursday, and I was like, let me just not do stuff today. Let me at least just process this, and I'll be fine like tomorrow. Um, but of course Friday is like my late stream. It's a whole Friday is my late shift at the store, and I'm just like, ugh. Love the composition though. Thank you. Um, yeah, I like this opening a lot more too. Um, I don't want to say too much of the script because I think it's better if like people just like see it, and then they can, if people just see it and then like without knowing any of the dialogue, and then when it's actually like uploaded somewhere, um, it'll be like that. I want to upload it to Tapastic, but I feel like Webtoons is also just like more popular. But for me, it's just I feel like the story just fits more on Tapastic because Webtoon is like, well, I guess Tapastic too. All of them are like so full of like the I think they're called manhwas. It's like Korean mangas and stuff. I'm sure some of them are like actual mangas, but like high key, um, a lot of them just aren't like super appealing to me, so I never read them. So I'm always like very picky with like the stuff that I read there. Um, but yeah. Let's see what updates about other things have also happened. Oh yeah, so I'm pausing D&D at the game store for the time being because I haven't been paid for like, I think about 2 months, maybe a little more honestly. I have to check my bank app for that. Um, but yeah, I haven't been paid for like 2 months there, so I was just like, hey, uh, maybe if you really are struggling to get the money to me, I could just like stop coming in, because I think the Monday one shots were slowing down a bit too, because of what's it called? School's back in session, right? So it's like I think people just aren't like showing up because of that. So it's like, okay, well, it's like slowing down again. We can like put this on hold for the time being. I can just run stuff for like special events and stuff. Hi Marco. Hello Jessica too. Um but yeah, so I'm just going to like, yeah, so I'm still gonna go to the game store on Mondays to hang out, but it's like I will not be like running D&D there. Um, because again, no paychecks. It's been slowing down, so, so there's that. At least but that it is nice to think that like, oh, my Mondays are gonna be free now. So that's kind of nice. Like I don't have to rush, because like every Monday it's like I'm like rushing to get like laundry done before I have to go to the store, and I wake up late, so I'm like, ah. So like that's good. What else? Would you be able to go to the library to play D&D as a player? I just freed up my Mondays. I don't know. I'll have to see, cause like I still have my one shot to do. Yeah, you still do. I don't know. We'll see. Cause at the end of the day, too, it's like I'm just really busy, especially cause like I want to get this off the ground already. Cause it's been over a year. Sucks that there are no paychecks. I just got some today. I don't think it's everything that I'm owed, to be honest. Because one of the paychecks was only about 115, and then the other two were like 48-ish each. But the thing is that that would probably check out for 2 months if one of those, had it not been for the fact that one of those months I was also clocking in for Corona Fest, like the summer fair thing. So I don't quite think that's just about everything right now. So there's that. Yeah, exactly. So I also did the summer fair, so I don't think it's just about everything yet. I did cash them in today, as per suggestion from one of the employees there, because it's like you better do that now before the account that issues out the paychecks runs out of money. And I'm like, yep, I'm gonna do that right now. So hopefully those don't bounce. That is not all of it for sure. Exactly. So I'm gonna bring it up to Chris when I see him again. Like I said, I'll still come around on Mondays to hang out, because I do like hanging out with everyone there. Um, Hopefully we'll figure something out, and I'll check like my statements too, just to see when was the last time I actually got paid. Because I'm pretty sure I haven't been paid since like June. But yeah, okay. And the last thing I want to do here for the thing is just I want to like I'm gonna redo these, because when I send these off to Johnny to paint, I need like some kind of like example thing. I don't know. I just want to make it clear that this is some kind of wall. There's like a little bookcase back here, and everything. So get this in here. Oh yeah, did you guys see that Silksong is releasing literally next week? Is that not one of the craziest things to be beholden? Have you been practicing for the 100 subs show? Yes, I have. Oh, congrats on the college classes too. That is great. I do remember you letting me know that you are graduating. Next month is so cool. I have been practicing. Um, I'm particularly excited because I was able to learn a song on the 5-string bass. It's a really simple song, but it does give me the chance to show that off. I hope stream isn't like freezing for you guys too. Like I'm viewing over here, um, on the creator dashboard just because this will actually give me like alerts. I think it's okay. Okay, good to know. It's probably just like a internet thing where it's like it's just going to like save like stuff. Have you seen my new avatar? Jessica made it. I have not because I have been busy. Like like in, like I do mean like stupid busy and everything. But I need another version of it for my Discord profile. Yeah. But that is cute that Jessica made it. I don't think I don't know why you would need like another version of it though for Discord. Wouldn't it just be like just make it make that an owlbear actually. I think that'll be cute, like a stuffed owlbear. I'm just gonna go like vague details on this because again, I'm not gonna be the background person. My backgrounds just aren't like nearly as strong, so put like a bookend there, and I don't know what else to put for the back. Can I commission you for it? I will sell you right now, but you can take your time making a full body with space armor. I don't even know what no background. Jessica's not good with full body yet. I see. We'll see. Because honestly, I am a little. It is a little bit tough for me to do like plate armor and stuff because I'm not good at the geometry. But you can send it to me at the very least, and I can say like, yeah, I can do this, or no, I don't think I can do this. Or actually, hang on. How do I want to divide this? I think we'll just do a nice thick line. Oops, no, not that pen. It's like a onesie but high technology, no play. Even still, we'll see, because like, if there's a lot of detail, if there's like a lot of geometry on it, I'm gonna struggle a little bit. I think we'll just do like a black bar like that for now, and then I'll do the, not delete, and then I'll do the sketch on a different layer. Or the outlines on a different layer, I should say. By the way, the Are You Making today coming out cool. Am I having a stroke right now? By the way, the art you're making today is coming out cool. Oh, that's good. Okay, I see. Yeah, thank you. It is technically page 2 of the comic, but, what about bass practice? I'm not doing the bass practice on stream. We've talked about this. You guys won't recognize the bass lines. It's gonna be very boring. Like, it's just not gonna work out. But I will be doing this. This is for the webcomic I've been wanting to make. Bass practice is happening, and I completely forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It is happening. I was practicing yesterday, but my hand and my wrist started hurting because all of my hobbies hurt me physically. So, big ouchies. But yeah, no. The concert will happen probably next week, honestly. Like, all things considered. because I still want to polish up some songs because I can play them, just not as clean as they just don't sound as clean as I would like them to be. And because the 5-string needed an actual real amp, I have a real amp now, which means I'm hearing way more of the what's it called? The ringing strings. Like I have to do a lot more muting, so I have to practice that a little bit more before I'm like really comfortable. Or I could just put like the 4-string on the little mini amp and just put that next to the thing. Jessica wants to know the story behind the webcomic. That's called spoilers, so no, I will not be answering that. I'm kidding. Basically, I used to play D&D with my cousins, and this is just going to follow, like, sort of a more matured version of, like, the little, like, adventures we had. Because we never got around to finishing that campaign. Scheduling was just too difficult between all of us. And, you know, I really like my OCs. Like, when I make characters for D&D, I really do care about them a lot, right? And I've made a bunch of characters. A lot of them haven't lasted, damn it. A lot of them haven't, like, lasted, like, haven't been in campaigns that lasted, like, super long and everything. And I still want the chance to explore them because it's kind of rare now, especially... It's kind of rare now that I get to be a player. And yeah, a lot of it is like, well, I kind of just don't have time to play D&D, but part of it, part of the reason is like I don't have time to play D&D. The other part of the reason is I'm the dungeon master whenever there's people who want to play D&D, so. But that's okay, I really do enjoy DMing. So the webcomic is just going to be focusing on like stuff, and I have plans for the story. But right now, the big focus is going to be Arc 1. And within Arc 1, I just need to focus on Chapter 1. And that's what this chapter is going to be. Fun fact, I need to talk about this stupid water bottle. Real quick. This is not... we usually get a different drinking water bottle from, like... Sam's. I forget what the brand is exactly, but it's definitely, I think it's just like Members Mark or something like that, because we have a Sam's Club membership. And on Sunday, I was supposed to watch Over the Garden Wall with some friends, and that ended up just being one friend. Because me and the person who didn't show up ended up not getting a lot of sleep at all the previous night. But initially this little hangout was going to happen on Thursday. And I didn't feel like canceling it again. So I was just like, I'm just gonna go, right? Because I have trouble sleeping sometimes anyway, so I figured it can't be that bad. And it wasn't that bad at all. It was just I was out for a little while, and that's all there was. That's all there was to it, right? But the thing is that I think it's so stupid that I like remember this. I had brought my own water bottle because I was like, oh, well, we're gonna be out. I kind of don't want to pay like $1 for a water at Crit Games, because that's where we ended up watching the show. Because my dad said he doesn't want to have people over at the house. So I was like, you know, even though he's like in Philippines right now, I'm going to respect that. So we were at Crit Games, and my friend brought 2 water bottles, and I was like, I wonder what that one's for, right? Apparently it was for me. When I dropped them off back at their house, like, that night, I was like, did you want this one? It's not open. He's like, it's not open. And they were like, that was supposed to be for you. And I was like, oh. So I just have that now. So I'll just drink that like I was supposed to on Sunday, apparently. I would have if it's just, I did bring my own water this time. I think it's so funny that my friend thinks that they have to bring water for me, otherwise I won't hydrate. I will. I'm not that stupid sometimes. But yeah. So all of that happened. So drink it. I did drink it. Did you not watch that? I'm not gonna do it again. I have to like talk and everything. I can't talk and drink at the same time. That's gonna form a tangent if I'm not careful. Let me just bring it down a little bit more so that it's like, or maybe rather it just shouldn't like drop down that far. Okay, hang on. I think that'll be fine. Go. Also, Jessica misses playing D&D with you, and I did get to be the DM for my one shot. I even have surprises for people coming to the game. Yeah, again, I'm sorry. It's just, again, D&D is just gonna be, like, on hold for, on Mondays at least, for a while at the store, because, you know, I'm not getting paid, or I haven't really been getting paid, and I do think with school coming in, it is just gonna slow down again, which means, you know, store's not making money, but I'm still there. I don't like how that was. Okay, we'll start with this first. Is that better? Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Sorry, that first one was just off. I don't know how to explain it, but it was just off. Yeah. I do have a one shot ready though. I did have one ready. It was gonna be like a stupid little babysitting one that absolutely goes wrong. Let us know when you are there so we can go bother you, from Jessica. We'll see. You still haven't. She still hasn't even like picked up her print that she wanted to buy too. I've been like bringing the portfolio with me every Monday, just in case you guys show up. But yeah, you guys haven't been showing up, so it's just like, oh well. It is what it is. Among other exciting developments, I am ready once again to do. Jessica said we are such a disappointment. What can you do? Anyways, among other exciting developments, I will be doing Art Walk again next Thursday, so there probably won't be a stream next Thursday because I'm going to be doing that, which I'm excited for. I got the fairy stickers printed and everything. They look so cute, but oh my god, these were probably the most annoying ones to cut. We are free on Monday though. Nice. These were probably the most annoying stickers to cut, because they have like all like the little like details in them, but they did come out cute. I was really happy that the CMYK worked out super well. Where's Art Walk on Thursday? River. I'm not saying that out loud actually. I'm not gonna dox the city again. But it's not gonna be like nearby, or it's gonna be in a different city. Yeah, on send it to me on Discord. Jessica wants to go to see you there. If you can make the drive, sure. I know check-in is going to be like 3:30 for me this time. I think it's really cool that I don't have to be on the wait list this time and I can just go and get a really good spot, hopefully. Hopefully I get a spot in the shade too, because we still don't have a tent to put up. And I might ask the game store for a table, or I might just buy another folding table, we'll see. Yeah, what else has been happening? We have our new manager at Carl's Jr. I think I said the last stream, which was like 2 weeks ago now. I'm so sorry it had to be canceled like, all of last week. I did not intend for that to happen, but things happened. Yeah, my manager got, my usual general manager, she got transferred to another store, like, just really all of a sudden, and we got the new guy in today. He's alright, it seems. He seems pretty friendly, which is really good, because, again, my personal concern throughout all of that was, like, I hope to God the workplace environment does not shift from, like, being, like, it's not like we were incredibly laid back, but it was, like, very friendly. Like, you could tell, like, it was a very, like, tight-knit crew. I did not want that to get, like, stomped on. Because all I heard was, like, this guy's, like, super strict, and I was like, okay. But he's pretty friendly so far. But yeah, I still miss our other general manager. I'm gonna make her a sticker, just as a little thing, because I miss her a lot. And then hopefully she can like receive that through the mail. Yeah, the other thing too, because I'm working on the comic, that's the other thing that I want to mention today. The art is going to slow down like a lot on the on Twitter and Blue Sky, because I need to work on this. The whole reason why I really wanted to like get back on this is because I met a friend who I basically had never seen since elementary, and I remembered him to be like a really good artist when we were kids, and he was telling me like, yeah, it's just like, you know, I have my own comic and everything, and the way I did it, just I was doing like a page a day. I just like forced myself to do it, and I thought that was a really nice mindset to have, because for me, I feel like if it's less than 3 hours, we can make the drive. Depends on the traffic, buddy. I'm going to tell you that much. Jessica says to keep working on your webcomic and pause the rest. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. But it was really, once again, it was just really cool, like, seeing him again. And for a while, I feel like I just didn't start because I just didn't know how to open it, right? It's hard. Well, like, whether it's a show or a comic, it's hard to make a good first impression, right? Even just like in like school essay writings, like I remember like my teachers would always talk about like, hey, you need to have like a really good hook into your essay, otherwise people aren't going to want to read it. It's the same thing for comics. If you don't have a good opening like scene, people aren't going to want to read the comic. And for a while that was what's really like stumped me. Like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this, right? But eventually, I think I got it figured out. So I have the script on my phone, and I've been writing the script, and I've been like sketching pages whenever I can. So I'm hoping that it's going to work out. And I showed the script to Johnny. I showed the script to Clive. They like it. I want to show the script to some friends of mine, see if they like it. We'll see. It's definitely not final though. Like, there's still some stuff that I want to like, add or remove or like fix. But I, without telling you guys what the script is, I personally like it for a few reasons. One, I think it's I don't think it's a particularly unique opener, but one of the big things about my comic is that it's not a very like traditional like fantasy world. It's again modern fantasy. Um, so it's like I need to find a way to like sell that, get that point across without completely like shoving it in shoving it in the reader's face, right? Um, and I think I found a good way to do that. So it's going to be like we're gonna have this little character here. She has a little podcast where she talks about like kind of like news things going on, and all the stuff that she says, uh, just kind of like drip feeds information to the world. Like the big social media app that everyone uses is called Team Up. Um, or the fact that she's even like broadcasting the radio, and then of course we're gonna have like shots of like other aspects of the world. So like here we're seeing like a little like thing going on um in the other pages. I am gonna cameo Danica from the Wyvern one shot, the worm watching, and then I have like a little guy who's gonna be like studying for an exam. I want to have like a tiefling at a salon getting their horns done, and everything, cause yeah. And then even beyond that, like right, so it's like very like established, and like I can like keep pushing it in a way that's a little bit more subtle and like less in your face, right? So there's a little bit of dialogue from one of the characters where it's like, hey, strangers don't just like randomly meet up and decide to form an adventuring team anymore. That was like 150 years ago, and she's an elf, so it's like it plays into that aspect of her character, but then it also like establishes again like this is a very different kind of setting and stuff. We just gonna need to go home. We were out back to watch when we were home. Oh, okay. Get home safe then, you two. Um. But yeah, I think the what's tough right now writing the dialogue too is that the banter is still a little bit challenging to write because on one hand I want them to be like very charming characters, right? On the other hand, the team members kind of did technically just meet like yesterday, um, and everything, right? Like they're the way I describe the team is a ragtag team of runaways and friends, which is true. Um, like that's what they are, and but you know it's not like every like person is going to like click right away when they decide to do this kind of thing. So it's like I want it to be like a little awkward. I want it to be like a little like you can tell like this was just like kind of a in the moment thing, and we're just seeing like how far this is going to go. And I think it actually works out decently well at the end of the day. Um, so far the only banter that's like really coming really naturally is the two rogues in the party, because they're gonna have like a sort of like we hate each other, love hate relationship kind of thing. Uh, so it's like they're always getting on each other's nerves, and then like everyone kind of thinks one of the rogues in particular, the elf rogue. They all think that, like she's going to be she's going to be like kind of annoying, but she's also like kind of mean too. But then she also like, but at the same time she's kind of right about some things. So it's like, well, we kind of keep her because she does get stuff done. Um, so it's a lot of that. It's again it's tough, but uh, it I think it's working out all right so far, for the most part. And again, not all of that just isn't exactly final yet. So there's room for change and everything. Um, there's gonna be a little bit of character development here and there. Um, I'm I am excited to do this. It's just I'm also very intimidated by how daunting of a task this is going to be, but it's okay. Uh, but yeah, we're I would say we're making good progress. I don't know if we're gonna like finish this. There have been changes to the weekly schedule as well. If I think I can go ahead and pull it up here, just to like take a peek at that and remind myself what I put. Um, yeah, so it's really just the streams. There's nothing like really planned in between those. It's just at the end of the week, I want to share the progress that I have made on my comics. So I think if I do it that way, it's gonna be easier for myself to hold myself accountable for getting stuff done. Um, you know, if it's only one page and like a couple things, it'll work out. I'll probably post like some screenshots of like part of the script and stuff, because it has been fun like writing the dialogue out. Um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see in due time. Let's see, what time is it? It's 10:36 already. Not bad. It's also nice today specifically to like do for the night stream, because this time I'm not going in at 9 in the morning. I'm going in at 10, I think. Oh god, I hope I'm going. Well, it's okay. I'm probably going in at 10. I think me and my friend already established the schedule was basically the same as last week, and last week I came in at 10, so I think it'll work out. It was funny. My friend, I think the other week, my friend was telling me, like, man, I got up like so late today. I got out of bed at like 9. And I'm like, 9 in the morning is late for you? I get up at like 1 in the afternoon sometimes. And I'm like, ah, yeah, that's a mood. It's true though. 9 a.m. is kind of early. I'm working on it though. I'm trying to like make it a little bit more normal, but it's like, man, it is big sleepy in the morning. Especially because like in the morning too, that's when the sun isn't exactly too hot yet, so it's like the temperature is just so nice, and it's like I don't want to do anything just yet. I just want to stay in bed. And it's gonna be even worse like as soon as autumn hits. Oh my god, it's gonna be so bad. If anyone was curious too, um, this changeling character, um, she is going to end up being like a recurring character, kind of an important character really, uh, for the arc for arc 1. It's which is exactly why I'm using her right here, because it's gonna be real cheeky when I have her like show up again, and it's like, oh, I remember you from the very beginning, and it's like, yeah. Go. Almost done with this. Inking is honestly, I think I've been getting faster at like just about every step of like the art process. Just like the inking, the what's it called? The sketch, the rendering too. Even like I'm getting a lot faster. Initially, I was intimidated, but at the same time, I also realized that a lot of this is just going to be like just character busts. So, um, it's honestly not too bad. I want to draw like a little scene here. It's a little awkward, but it's okay. And then just the way we'll finish that, I will just have it like this, or I'll do it from the other side, because that's probably going to be a little bit less awkward, hopefully. ahead and save that. I don't think I've been saving for quite a bit now. Alright. And it's going to be these little details up here. They're going to be like lights. Like little light up displays. There we go. And we have a little heart pendant. And then I won't be inking the chain in, because that's just kind of going to be too much work. That will just be... Hoi! My bad. That will just be painted in. Alright. Oh, I forgot her teeth. Oh my god. Go. Let's start down here now. Well, hilariously enough, this is just Link and Zelda here at the tavern. I thought it'd be a little funny if they just were there. And I thought it would like fit too, just because I wanted to have like fun little background cameos and stuff. I've never played like Breath of the Wild, but I was like, I'm gonna put these characters in here anyways, because it'll be funny. I do want to play Twilight Princess though. I like the look of that one a lot. There we go. Feather. Normally I do this a little bit differently, but for the sake of the comic and making things just a little bit easier on the coloring process, I'm just going to do it this way. Here we go. Then, as always, the nice thick outlines. Sure I get like the actual shape of her face that I want down. There we go. So I'm like focused on this. Hopefully come around Halloween too. I can have like a Halloween one shot for the store. I think that will be very funny. Might have low-key. It might have something to do with terrorism again. I feel like those ones are just really fun to write whenever there's like bombs involved. But we'll see. I can't keep throwing bombs at my players and hoping things work out. that's looking decently good. I think this hat's a little, like, off, though. Hang on. Let me bring it out more like that. And then... see. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Balance up here is a little bit off, though. Let me see if I can fix that. Wait. I feel so bad for my friend. Last night, me, Johnny, and Clive were hanging out downstairs, and we were talking for a bit, and I was explaining something when my friend texts me. It's like, dude, I just clocked out, and I'm like, it's 11 p.m. at this point, and I'm like, don't you open tomorrow? It's like, yes. I don't know what happened exactly yesterday, but it was just busy as all hell at the store. And I was just like, bro, just go home. Ask to go home early tomorrow too as well, because that sucks. That's almost a clopening shift. And if you don't know what the clopening shift is, that's just when you close one day and then open the next, like literally the next day. It is not fun. Something I do need to wrangle in for my comic too, because I want the panels to like look good, right? I need to make sure I keep like the length of the elf ears and the pointy ears and everything like more consistent and at a reasonable length. So I think a lot of the times I do kind of tend to draw them a little bit long, and I need to pay attention to that. Let's fix that. But I'm liking this so far, I think. Let's see. I don't honestly know how to do like floating panels and stuff. I know that I wanted to try that. Sometimes I like the other, like, keeping things contained within the panels though, just because it makes for really cool things when things do come out of the panels, which I think helps emphasizes stuff, but I will try it for this one. No, usually for stuff like this, I don't like to draw the eye over the hair, but I think for Kina I make the exception just because there's like a very specific look that I want her to have like at all times, and it's just better if she has like a little bit of it kind of going over her hair. And by a little bit, I do kind of mean like the entire goddamned eyelash. There we go. I think for her, it just works, and then for other characters, I just won't do it. I don't know how to describe how and when I like to do things like this, but it's just when I see it, it's like, yeah, I have to do it like that. Go. I think that's a good look so far. Let me make sure the eyes have a good outline around them too. Alright. I don't know if I have the color palette for Kina. Yeah, I have yet to actually do a reference sheet for June. I just know, like, in my head, she is a changeling. I imagine her with black hair, but I think changelings don't typically have black hair naturally. So I think, and she kind of has a similar haircut to, like, one of the other characters. So I might just give her, like, sort of like a lighter hair just to help differentiate her, because my style is already, like, riddled with same face syndrome, so not much I can do there, but that's okay. Oh boy. Clothing wrinkles, why? There we go. It's almost 11. We might... If I'm fast, I can probably get, like, the outlines and color done. I don't know about rendering, though. Let's see. We might be able to. It's gonna depend on stuff, though. Do something like that. Go. We zoom out again. Save. Let's do this last little hair flick here. Kina is one of my favorite characters to draw. I just love how her hair is, like, shaped. And I think it's, like, very, very fun to draw. That being said, I kind of only ever draw her facing to the left, though. So if you ask me to do it the other way, I'm not really sure what I would do, to be honest. But we'll figure it out when we get there. It would be good to do, like, the character, like a turnaround reference sheet, but those take a while. I don't feel like doing that. It's probably just like she would have, like, a major, like, fringe and stuff, and, like, a good portion of her face would be covered. I love Kina because she's like, I think she's got a very like fun concept. She like is a tavern keep, but at the same time she's like part of this like entire like agency and stuff. I don't know if I would ever introduce that in the comic. Probably not the Wayfinder's arc, to be honest. She'd probably have like her own thing. Because something I love fiddling around with the idea with is like focusing on like a bunch of different characters. But for like separate comics, you know, just like, okay, well, this one's not going to be part of like the actual comic, but maybe I'll make another comic. Same world, different characters, different faces. Mostly because I think it'll be fun. And I think it would like give me a way to explore characters I don't have the time to do in this comic. I don't know when I'm actually gonna be able to get the pages like uploaded, because I do know that I want to have like a decent backlog and everything before I upload this. So I can't that just so that way I can actually keep up with like weekly updates. But I still have yet to like see how that's going to pan out. I just know that for right now, this is like what it is. And I think it's fine for now. Again, I just want to have a backlog before I start uploading these to like some sort of like website or something, or rather to, if I could like keep it like a private thing until I want to unprivate it, that would also work out. But I don't know if they can do that. All of that. We're almost there. I think drawing this stuff is going to be a little bit interesting because I honestly wasn't sure like what to put there, because like a lot of the times I don't actually know like what food should be at like a fantasy tavern, and even then this isn't exactly fantasy. But I do know Kina would make Fire's Roost into like a fast food tavern type of place. I think she would be a little insulted by that. So Fire's Roost is definitely going to be supposed to be like a little bit more on like a higher end kind of thing. I don't exactly know like what to put there yet. I have like a little like thing of steak there. I might make it like more like a salmon fillet though. So no fantasy Carl's Jr. That was actually an idea for a one-shot I had. I wanted the entire thing to like take place in like a combat encounter, and the players had like the bonus objective of getting like burgers out to the customers. But I have no idea how to like balance that out in my head. Also, welcome Sambatson. Lovely to see you here. Sorry about last week, stuff happened. Like a lot of stuff. You have no idea how, like, oh, hang on, this is, okay, this side is fine, but this side is actually a little bit too thick. This needs to, let's ghost line this, so it's more like, it comes out like that, actually. There we go. To catch you up to speed, Tuesday, personal stuff happened, and I had to take care of that. Thursday, no need to apologize, sometimes life gets in the way, but I do need to explain this, because there is kind of a funny bit here. It's gonna sound mean, because I'm gonna call it funny, but I promise. On Thursday morning, Lolo, our grandpa, or that's the word for grandpa in Visaya, he passed away. So I didn't really feel like doing anything that day. I was sad, but I'm not necessarily in mourning because I have only seen, in my life at least, I have seen Lolo like 3 times, maybe. My deepest condolences. Yeah. Um, it was my dad who was probably like hurt the most by it. Um, the last time I saw Lola was back in 2018. I shed my tears. But once again, I'm not particularly in mourning. Welcome back, Biba. You're gonna love this. So, our dad left for Philippines. I think Saturday night, something to that effect. And before he left, I think this was like maybe Friday. Um, we're all in the living room. I think I was there, right? And and my dad's like, John, like, I need your guys' help with something. And we're like, yeah, right? He's trying to write a eulogy. Now, no shade to my father for doing this because um, he is a man of his age, grew up in a generation where men weren't exactly taught how to express their feelings in a healthy, constructive way, or even just expression in general. Um, so I don't blame him, and of course English is the second language, but he did want this eulogy to be written in English. So, um, so the man, while we were at work on Friday or Saturday or something, I don't remember what day this was. This might have been Saturday. Um, so the man reads out a bunch of sentences that I think he just found on the internet for like writing eulogies, and was like, Johnny, could you take these sentences and rearrange them and rewrite them for me so that I can give this speech for the funeral? It's just like, oh father. Yeah, so he had Johnny write the eulogy for him, which is just kind of funny to think about. Again, I don't blame him. But just like hearing it and then thinking of the situation is it's a little silly, you know? So Johnny was like joking around like I'm dad's version of ChatGPT. It's like, yeah, that's basically what just happened here. So that was really funny. And then here's the best part. We had it printed out, right? And I think Johnny at least did text it to him. But cut to later on that evening when we got back from the airport from taking our dad there. Let's see, what was it? The eulogy was just still at the printer. So he called us yesterday, and I'm like, Dad, you forgot your thing. He's like, oh, it's okay. I'm going to I'm still gonna try rewriting it here and there too. And I'm like, okay, Dad. It's just like, oh my god, this man. Yeah, he's been in Philippines for like a bit now. I forgot when he landed. I think he might have landed on like Monday night or Sunday night, one of the two. I was telling my friend about he's trying his damned best, and you know what? I respect it. Because if you ask me, honestly, the worst, he could have done worse. He could have asked ChatGPT to do this for him. So I'm just like, good for you, Dad. Good for you. Thank you for at least having a person write it. He seems all right for the most part to me. So that's good. I think he's gonna be there for like 2 weeks. And our mom's out of the house too, so it is just me. It is just me and my brothers right now here. House it is so quiet, especially for me, like in the mornings, because it's like I get up early enough, right? And then like Clive will be asleep, or maybe Clive and Johnny will be in school because school started up again for them too. So it's like, man, there is like there's like no one to talk to. What am I doing? My dad was trying to like ask me to before he left, like, Kara, is there any way that you could like take like a short vacation from work? And I'm like, I can't. I'm trying to pay off that bass guitar still. I think the first payment is due like either tomorrow or this Thursday, and I'm just like, oh boy. But at least I do have the money for it at least. So I'm just like, okay, it's not too bad. It won't be too bad. I did kind of spend a lot of money on it though, because it was like, okay, well I need the amp too, which is gonna be like a whole thing. The amp was like 65, and then I decided that I wanted to get like a guitar strap for it so I could actually stand up and play it, and I didn't want to use the strap on my 4-string because it's something about it. It just kind of feels like if I keep moving it, it's just gonna wear down. And it's gonna fall, and then I'll just have like broken one of my guitars. So I didn't really want to risk that, and I figured since this was the only other guitar that I'm ever going to buy, I'm just going to buy like a strap for it. It's a really pretty strap too. The thing is that it also came with whatever this is. I don't know what this is. Like, genuinely. Johnny doesn't know what this is. So I'm like, you know what? How about I just turn it into like a wrist cuff or something, right? Like it fits nicely around there, and I can like decorate it with stuff. I just gotta find stuff to actually decorate it with, and I don't know what I want to do with that yet. But I have that now, so that's another project for me to do, and hopefully I won't like put it off. Speaking of putting things off, I need to remake my friend's mushrooms that I made as gifts. I just haven't like found the time for that. I would have done it today, but in my head I was thinking like, oh shit, Art Walk is like next week. I should probably like actually do that real quick. Because I needed to make the stickers. I wanted to make prints today too, but like the stickers, I knew were gonna take a while, and I was just like, well, it's not really important for me to stock the prints anyways, just because people don't really buy prints, and I still have my stock from last time. I can snooze this ad. So there's that. Talk about how Sunday went. So I mentioned to Biba when we were talking on Discord Sunday night that, what was it? I went out with a friend. Hilariously enough, this was supposed to be a hangout between me and 2 friends, and neither of us had gotten a lot of sleep the previous night, so she ended up staying home, and I was like, that's okay, so-and-so said that they're okay if it's just me and them, right? And then she goes, perfect, then it's all going according to plan. I'm like, what? Right? She was definitely just joking about that. But it was funny because I have been crushing on this person for a bit now, and I'm just like, don't do this to me. Because, again, I'm cool with like one-on-one hangouts in particular, but at the same time, it's like I would rather at least like one other person be there, because I think hanging out in a group of 3 is like pretty fun at the end of the day. I think it just like helps balance things, honestly. 4 is also good. 5 is kind of pushing it, but kind of depends on the group at the same time. One-on-one though really depends on the person. This is almost targeted. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you just, like, you didn't have to say that. Oh my god. It's been like, for me, it's just like, I'm trying so hard to like not be too obvious about this, but at the same time it's just like, well, now we're just watching Over the Garden Wall by ourselves in the corner of the game store because I'm not allowed to have people over at the house. Oh boy. I wonder what will happen. Yeah, it at the end of the day though, it was just like a really friendly hangout. I really enjoyed showing it to them for the first time because if people, if for those who haven't seen Over the Garden Wall before, um, it really does a great job at subverting expectations. We'll put it that way. Um, and for those who have seen it, you know very well how hard those expectations are subverted. Um, so it's really fun. It's a really fun show to show, um, to have people watch for the first time, especially when you're there. Over the Garden Wall is good shit. It's so good. So my friend knew absolutely like nothing coming in, right? They had, I think they had just like heard about it and heard that it was really good, and I was just like, oh, so that's all you've heard, huh? Perfect. And I love like I guess this is spoilers, but the show's like 10 years old, so, but like I love the fact that it's a kids show, but it goes to some extremely dark places, and I think typically, that's kind of that kind of like stuff, like where it's like, oh, this kid show has like some very dark themes. I feel like a lot of that is like reminiscent of like early 2000s, not 2010s, because 2010s is like, things were a little bit more sanitized, but when a topic wanted to get heavy, or when a show wanted to use a heavy topic, they 9 times out of 10 they wouldn't pull back in early 2010s, and Over the Garden Wall was an example of one of them, because that entire show, Wirt's entire character arc is just like overcoming like anxiety and depression and everything. So I was telling my friend, like, one of the original like concepts and plots for the show was that they were running away from, the conductor of the train, because they were like, oh, like this conductor is so bad, he's gonna take us to our doom, right? But at the end they were supposed to like finally give in, and it's supposed to be revealed that the train was never taking them to like any kind of like death or something. It was actually taking them, to life. So the whole point of that was that Wirt was so scared of living that he would just rather like wander in those woods for the rest of his life, until finally he like snaps out of it. It's like, yeah, no, I need to like get out of here. Which I think like, God, that is like so heavy. And then all of the parallels too that people draw comparisons to with like Dante's Inferno. I will say though, having like heard a general summary of Dante's Inferno, I don't see it like that much, aside from the fact that, Wirt's companion is named Beatrice, and so is that lady in Dante's Inferno. Her name is also Beatrice. But to me, the unknown is very much just like representative of like some sort of purgatory, some sort of like in between, realm. It's definitely kind of like an afterlife. But I wouldn't go as far to say as like they were so dead when they got there. Like, no, they were still kind of alive. Which is what I'm willing to say with that. But yeah, afterlife, but in the angle of a twisted fable, more than a proper afterlife. Exactly. One of my favorite goddamned, things about the show is its soundtrack, because it's so damn good, and I need to talk about this because I was also telling my friend this. One of my favorite episodes is episode 9, where it's revealed, like, hey, these aren't some kids in like a little fairy tale like fantasy world. These are kids in Halloween costumes. Blast and Company is so peak. Because here's my favorite thing about the episode. All the way up to episode 9, the soundtrack is like it's very folk music. It's very calm, or it's very rustic. It's very like it's got a very distinct like folk South America, like really rural South, like Midwestern America, I think. It's got like that kind of feel to it, right? And it really does a great job at tricking you into thinking like, yeah, this is like a little fairy tale world, right? And then you reach episode 9, and it opens with like an electric guitar, riff and everything. Like, it's this, like, somber rock song, Wirt's there. Like, episode 9 does so much to tell you, like, hey, this isn't a fairy tale world. This is, like, actual, like, kind of modern day. Like, it works so hard to tell you that. And obviously it's not, like, in your face, like, all the time, like, being like, oh, it's this, it's this. But it does, like, such a good job at being, like, this really, really wasn't where you thought the show was going. It's, like, going in, like, a completely different direction now. Which I absolutely love about episode 9. And the soundtrack, like, pushes it even, like, further. All of the cues are done in like, an electric guitar. There's another soundtrack that's very, or like there's the marching band that's playing. Um, there's there's another like sort of like techno, uh, like track that also plays at one point. It's again, it works so hard, or it works hard, but like very effortlessly hard to get the point across of like what setting this is actually taking place in, which I love so much about episode 9. Um, Definitely like one of my favorite episodes in the entire thing. My friend loved it a lot. It was really funny, like, to see too, like, the realization, like, oh man, and this show has been over for like 10 years, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it has been. We are not getting any more of it. I would be more upset about, I'm more, but like, Over the Garden Wall is like so frustrating because it's like, they've done like such a good job at keeping like enough narrative like ambiguity to it's like people still talk about this show today, and people are still trying to like figure out like, was the unknown real? What's the meaning of this? What do the turtles mean? That's a question I know that was never answered in the show. Which, you know, that it's great, and obviously I know that the show is stronger for that, but I'm still like upset that I'm not gonna have answers at the end of the day. Because like again, it's just I want to know. I want to know. It's like the show does such a good job at like reeling you in for that. I think I need to do this for the hair actually. Which means I'm gonna do like roughly the same thing over here, but yeah, Over the Garden Wall is just, man, one of my favorite shows just ever in general. Um, I'm really glad that my friend liked it a lot. Um, I wanted to wait till like fall to see it though, because it's like it's still kind of it's still very much summer here, uh, but at the same time it's like I'm so sick of summer. Let me just do this already. And we were looking, I was looking for like a little hangout day, anyways. It ended up being. God, I want to start rambling about Crooked Moon now, but limited by typing. Ouchies. God, yeah, I keep getting ads for Crooked Moon on like Instagram and everything. I'm like, I should get this. Like, I really do want to get it, but we'll see. Arguably, another thing I should be doing too is getting your stickers ready, Biba. Uh, I'm just really bad at doing things. I'm running it on Saturday. Saturday? Oh, if I have time, I will try to catch it. I will try to catch it if I have time on Saturday. Saturday, my shift is going to be 12 to 4 p.m. So I'm not going to be there for long. It's like, oh boy. You know, if there's one thing that was... We start at 10 Eastern, so... 9... If it's 10 Eastern, it's gonna be like 7 p.m. for me. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that should work out. That should work out. But yeah. God, so I love that show so much. I'm glad I got to show it to them too. I'm glad they liked it. What was funny though, like somewhere in the middle of the series, I think it was when Adelaide was there, if I remember correctly. I'm just saying Adelaide because I'm like, I know it was a lady character, but I don't remember who exactly. Um, they were telling me that uh, Adelaide reminds them of this character from Nightmare Before Christmas. And chat, I know you're gonna be mad at me when I say this, so I apologize in advance. Um, I have never sat down and watched Nightmare Before Christmas in its full entirety. I I'm so sorry. Yeah, holy shit indeed. Um I don't know why. Um cuz it definitely seems like a show my dad might have it looks like a show that if I like me as a younger kid because I love horror, right? So I feel like it's a show that I would have asked my parents to watch and then nobody in school ever ever like put that on, like not even like my band director, even though apparently for Johnny's band class he did. My dad is obsessed with that movie. We need to fix that. Hold on. Here's the best part. So my friend's like scolding me, just like it was so funny. It's like I'm not mad at you, but I am mad. You need to watch that, right? Which meant I became obsessed with the movie. So real. Um, so they said that, and I'm like, I've seen Coraline. If that makes it like any better. And then uh, and then they turned to me. It's like, okay, you got me there. I actually have not seen all of Coraline yet, and I'm like, dude. So we're even, I guess. I have. I get to judge both of you. Look, look. I loved Coraline a lot. I love Leica Studios. I think they make fantastic movies. I loved Kubo and the Two Strings. I loved Coraline. Um, I think I also saw Paranorman on TV once. Paranorman was cool. I love Leica. I don't know about the studio who did Nightmare Before Christmas. All I have to say is that for some reason I just haven't seen it. There's a lot of movies that people are like upset at me for not having seen before. Anastasia was one of them, except I have seen that one already because my friends, when we went to one of their houses for like a physics project, was like, okay, Kyra, we're gonna work on the project, and you're gonna watch this movie, and I was just like, okay. Nightmare Before Christmas is Disney-ish. It's weird. Yeah, sounds about right. I have played Kingdom Hearts, and isn't it sad that the only way that I've like really like know like the general plot line of Nightmare Before Christmas is through Kingdom Hearts? Isn't that so funny? Um, I live vicariously through Sora and his friends. Um, but yeah. So there was that. Let's see. There was just other movies that I just hadn't like seen that people always get like upset at me. It's Disney, but it's an offshoot company. They own which lets them make more experimental stuff, but they aren't sure that they aren't sure fits the Disney brand until it makes a lot of money. Fair. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah. So that again, I don't know why Nightmare Before Christmas I haven't seen before. Um, Low key, I feel like I might have also just I here's a fun one. Every freshman band in high school played like a little Charlie Brown medley right for the Christmas concert. Um, Now I'm fairly certain that I've seen like the Charlie Brown like Christmas and Halloween stuff before, right? Because I'm like, I swear they played that in elementary, right? The thing is that I don't remember them. I don't remember how it goes. So it's like technically I have seen it, but I promise you I did not have like enough of a developed brain to like remember what was going on in those. I get you. Sometimes media just kind of passes you by, you know. Yeah. Um. Yeah. So, but the thing is that I also just never like ended up watching, uh, like going back to like any of like if our like band was performing something like from a movie, like a movie score tribute or something, I guarantee you, I did not go to like watch that movie like at all. Um, let's see what else was there. I don't think I've seen the entirety of Jurassic Park actually. I've seen most of it. Oh my god. Hello, Kira! Welcome. I haven't seen the entirety of Jurassic Park. Um, I th- I think I know the ending though. Isn't it just like they fly away in a helicopter and it's like oh, that island belongs to the dinosaurs now. And as long as they stay on that island, humanity is probably safe or something like that. I don't know. Oh, good. So I do have that mostly right. I'm just aware that they made like a shit ton of sequels, and it's just like, why? Well, I know why, but like still. Um, I don't remember Jurassic Park, but that sounds right. I'm pretty sure they just like got on a helicopter and flew away, right? You know, very normal escape island stuff. Um, I'm fairly certain there's like I think hell I'm gonna refresh my thing over here on Twitch real quick because I think Kira you meant to send emotes, but yeah, for some reason they're just showing up as like plain text on my screen. There we go. I can see it on one thing, just not the other. Um, I can't close OBS, and I don't think the chat here has a refresh option. Anyways, so yeah, Jurassic Park was a movie that I kind of didn't really see in its entirety, but I know the ending for the most part. I also kind of don't I also remember not really paying super close attention to the movie. Um, let's see. I don't think I've seen Pocahontas. Or if I did, I'm probably too young to remember. Um, I'm not sure if I've seen that one. Low-key, it didn't miss much. Yeah, sounds about right. Sleeping Beauty, I feel like I might have seen. No, I definitely saw that because we watched that in band. Um, Snow White, I've seen, at least, so at least I'm not missing that. I'm trying to think, like, what else is there that just, like, people got, like, obscenely upset at me for not watching. Oh, Black Butler. Black Butler was something. Now, that might not necessarily be, like, some sort of, like, classic film or anything. But someone, like, online somewhere, I think it was in a BG3 server, was so surprised that I, one, didn't see Black Butler, and two, just don't watch anime in general. Because, to be fair, my style is very, like, anime, right? I'm gonna fix this real quick. That's, like, too pointy. It is still a bit square. I will fix it more as I finish this. But point being, they were really surprised I didn't watch Black Butler, and to this day, I don't even know what Black Butler is about. Among other animes that I didn't see, that's probably gonna piss people off. I never watched Attack on Titan. And I had a friend in high school who would always pester me about it. But it's like, I'm not into anime, like, at all. Like, I tried, and I had, like, a very, very short-lived anime phase. I can't get into it. I don't care, like, if it's, like, one of the best goddamn shows ever. I can't. I tried, and I can't. And so I was like, maybe you just didn't find the right one. And I'm just here like, maybe I just don't like anime. Have we considered that? I like the style, it's just I don't really like the plot. But even then, there's like tons of stuff about the style that I don't like, so it's like, do I really even like anime? But, let's see. I'm enjoying some anime that my friend showed me with Black Butler and AOT aren't ones that I did see. Lamau. Yeah, glad to know I'm not the only one. What were the animes that I did watch? I watched this one called Gossick. I'll show you guys that one in a bit. The reason why I watched this animator that I liked, she did like an opening using one of the songs from the show. I'll show this off up here. It was this one. Oh shoot. How do I... It was this one. I'll go to this. Basically, I've been shown Dungeon Meshi, Dandadan, Full Metal Alchemist, and Soul Eater. I have only seen Dungeon Meshi. I did enjoy Dungeon Meshi a lot, it's just I'm also bad and terrible at sitting down and watching shows. Yeah, but basically the story was there's this student from Japan who goes to France, and there's this very mysterious student there. She's very short, which is funny. But they actually write her like really well. I liked this one. This one was fun. It just got a little bit confusing. But fun fact, this did influence one of my the Astarion and Eri comic where they cut their hearts out and stitch them in half. That was part of like that was part of a thing for that. The other one that I saw was Corpse Party, and I'm gonna pray that nothing here is going to get me kicked off. Corpse Party was... The games were neat, I think, but the anime was just not it, like, at all. And I don't even think, like, this franchise is, like, continuing anymore, so... not much to say there. The one that I really liked, though, was one that my friend recommended me. This one, Death Parade, has one season. I forget how many episodes, but it is a damn good show. Also, I love that the opening lies to me. Like, what a bop of an anime opener, but also what a terrible, like, it does not fit with the show at all, we'll put it that way. I really loved the art. I think the characters were always, like, super interesting. And I like that I do like that they kept it to one season from what it looks like. Yeah. So just 12 episodes. That one was really good. I liked it a lot. I don't know where to watch it. Oh, I guess it's like here. Good thing I don't have Crunchyroll. Display capture off. But yeah, those were the ones that I watched when I was younger. And then there was also Osomatsu-san. But that was because Johnny was watching it, and honestly, that one was so funny. Like Osomatsu-san was just hilarious. Like, I had to watch it. With my brother, and then just as I got older, I just didn't really as I got older, I didn't have my friends anymore who like actually enjoyed watching anime, so I just never got like recommendations. The last one I got recommended was Dungeon Meshi, but again, for as much as I like Dungeon Meshi, I'm terrible, so bad at watching shows by myself. I have a friend who is obsessed with Osomatsu. Osomatsu is actually such a good. It's so funny. It's so lighthearted. There's like, it's a show I think where you can tell that everyone who was involved with the show had so much fun making it. Like I think that they literally did a season 3, or they literally made season 3 because it's like, yeah, we just wanted to. We were having a lot of fun with this, which is like that is some goated uh studio stuff right there. In fact, I think the opening for season their opening episode for season 3 is hilarious. Um, like all 6 brothers are like trying to portray like different like genres of anime, so they're all done in like different styles. And Toramatsu got a live action version. But their definition of a live action version was just to take multiple pictures of the voice actor wearing like a paper cutout of Osamatsu's or Toramatsu's face, and just like crudely like animate him into the shot. It's so funny. Like, I'm sorry. That Osamatsu is like peak anime. That is the only one. Like, that is probably the only one that I ever actually want to watch, just because it's like it's such a silly show. I do remember one show that my friends tried to show me once at like a hangout. Um, was My Future Diary. Oh man. Um, I was so. How do I describe my reactions to this? I didn't like My Future Diary at all, and I think I only saw like 3 episodes of it. Um, I don't like it. I thought it was like stupid. I thought it was like, stupid actually is just like the perfect way to sum it all up. It was not good. And people, but I do remember like my friends saying like, oh yeah, this is like where the first Yandere character came from. And I've seen like a YouTube video essay about it too. And you know what? If people want to remember it for that, sure. Um, like sure, psychotic pink-haired anime girl, sure. Like that's certainly memorable for its time. At the same time, though, you will not catch me singing praises about that show beyond that. I did not enjoy it at all. I was honestly decently uncomfortable watching it. But yeah, it's whatever though. Now I just watch shows that I actually want to watch. And a lot of them I think uh really just boils down to like Umbrella Academy. Um I really liked that one. I'm still upset about season 4 though. Um I really like obviously I liked a lot of the cartoons that I grew up with. Uh really it was like mostly prominent in my high school years, so things like Steven Universe, Amazing World of Gumball. Um really loved that kind of stuff. I kind of sort of kept up with Owl House, but I didn't actually watch the show. I think because around this time too, uh, we got rid of like cable television or something because it was just too expensive to have alongside the Netflix subscription. So there was that. And cursed again by typing her. But last Saturday I had one of the wildest D&D sessions in a while. Ooh, do tell about that. Or I guess if you really want to like yap about stuff, I can put you on a Discord call too. I don't mind that too much, honestly. Like if that's gonna be easier, might as well. If you would be up for it, why not? I could yap about session, yeah, sure. It would be nice to have somebody else yapping for once. Alright. I, go ahead and just start the call whenever. I'm just going to, like, have this here so I can accept it, and then I'll put the chat back up here. But yeah, I remember enjoying Craig of the Creek. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. Hello, Biba.
Hello, how are you?
Quietly listens. Me too, Kira. I I am doing all right.
That's good. Hmm,
All right. So D&D stuff.
yes. So, I had my DM tell us with absolute certainty that we broke her campaign 3 times in 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Jeez. What were you guys doing?
Um, Complicated question. So, for context, uh, I've told you about this before. This is the same DM I've told you in private
Right.
who ran the campaign based on the old 80s Dungeons and Dragons cartoon.
Oh, I think I
They
vaguely
made a
remember.
yeah. Uh, for context, for chat,
Speaking of chat, I
there
see you in chat. Very thank you for the compliment.
there was in fact a old cartoon that was put out for Dungeons and Dragons back in the 80s. If you've ever seen characters like Hank the Ranger or Cavalier, that's where they're from. Or the quote unquote dungeon master, who's just the old short bald dude. They're all from that show. Um, Funny enough, in the process of my friend making that campaign, we learned it is a very popular show in Brazil. It like blew up in Brazil,
Oh
which
wow,
is to the point where they made a car commercial with those characters in Brazil like last year.
that is actually
They are a,
last year.
last year.
That is
They
crazy.
are a cultural touchstone of Brazilian like nerd culture that is just not ported into the U.S. because in the U.S. it was just another lame '80s cartoon, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, but my friend got very endeared to them and made a campaign around that world and getting the kids home because yada yada yada. It was an isekai, even though they didn't have a word for it.
Yeah.
These kids went on a carnival ride and ended up in the world of D&D. But because the show never finished, the kids never canonically got home.
Right.
So my DM basically came up with a campaign of getting the kids home.
Okay.
Uh, that was same DM, same world. They are running a sequel campaign of some of the kids when they were able to have the choice to go home did. Some stuck around and like kept their positions, etc., etc. Um, and now we are dealing with like the fallout of it, and like the new growing societies. Now that there's not a literal villain character named, they were hero in the show, but the DM made them a villain.
Right. Right.
Now that there isn't dungeon master around anymore, and people can kind of like make their own destiny, yada yada. Um, all well and good. But effectively, uh, this new campaign is taking that. Our party are. Uh, you know what? I will send you my character in the call so you can see them.
All right.
I am playing a Shadowkai Hexblade named Morwin, and
Oh, very nice.
I went full like masked rogue gentleman thief vibes.
Okay.
He ended up being a little bit more eccentric than that, but is cute. He's a servant of the Raven Queen, so follower of death.
Right.
You know,
Right.
basically a pseudo Grim Reaper. Um, but because of that, he has not gotten a chance to really be around people or be alive, as it were. And he's kind of giddy with it. He's having a lot of fun being a person, you know?
Oh, that's cute. That's
Uh,
I like that.
yeah. So that's who I'm playing. Two other characters are playing people who like learned, studied under the original kids, and there's another character there too. Long story short, we are doing a sort of political intrigue mystery where the main antagonist is this archfey who offers people the thing they want most. She is the archfey of desire, and among this group of 15, like, this is a group of like kings and political leaders and reporters and like inventors.
Right.
Just basically think like 15 of the most influential people in the world have all been stuck together because one of them is secretly a servant of the Archfey.
Ooh, interesting.
And this, like, what was supposed to be this inventors fair that turned into this, like, showcase of these different kingdoms has become this very, like, high alert, politically fraught situation where someone has turned on people and is causing a ruckus and might, like, you know,
Right.
yada yada take a whole and our party, who in the first session intercepted the plan and stopped the first antagonist, are now being lauded as these heroes and, like, are the ones in charge of figuring out who the spy is. So
Okay.
last session,
Oh no.
we have been doing little bits and pieces to try and interrogate and figure out who the spy is. And we got to a point where we had it down to two people.
Right.
One of them is this genius scientist named Dr. Max Clairville, who, like, basically is the reason this world has Warforged. Incredibly smart inventor, deeply depressed person.
Ouch.
And the other is the king of the biggest kingdom in the realm.
Oh boy.
These are the two people we most suspect to be
Pull this up. I feel like I should be showing this on like stream too.
If you want to show them,
Yeah.
like, go for it.
So let
But,
me see. This is. How do I open this in browser? There we go. I'm like,
He
hang
is
on.
in fact. Oh yeah.
I'm stupid. This is Biba's character that he's playing. Very cool.
Thank you. I'm enjoying playing him. He's very fun. There's the 6-character inspo board thing that
Yeah.
people do. I should tell you his
Oh, boy.
6-character inspo is weird. I do not know if you will know all of them, but that is okay.
I probably won't. I'm like horrendously like
That's fine.
oblivious
so
to so much
board,
media.
Yeah, on his board is okay. So one of them you definitely want to know. One of them is Edward Our Fullmetal Alchemist. We just discussed this. Funny enough, Moon Knight.
I am aware of him. He's like a very silly he's a very silly fellow, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Puss in Boots from specifically The Last Wish. Meta Knight from Kirby. Vax from Critical Role. And I put the Little Mermaid on there
It's real.
because he does in fact want to be where the people are.
That's so good. Well, I recognize most of those, so that works out.
Yeah. And then I ended up putting Chris Pine's character from the D&D movie.
It's
on there because
hilarious.
He ended up being way more of an inspo than I intended. He is in fact the other fun thing about playing Morrowind is that he has defaulted into the party leader / idea guy,
Oh, that's
which
cool.
is again very Chris Pine's character from the D&D movie.
Yeah.
But long story short, Dr. Bex Clairville and the King are the two people we most suspect are the spy. The King because he has been doing some incredibly shady shit.
As a king does.
Yeah, and Bex because, okay. The thing we have learned from talking to the two of them, because Morwin's plan was get the people they were most suspect of in a room, basically ask them to play cards and get them drunk.
Hilarious.
And I asked the right questions that the king crashed out and basically admitted to wanting to kill God.
Oh boy.
And the scientist crashed out and admitted to having a dead wife.
Oh boy.
So I pried on those issues, and we found out even worse. The dead wife of Dr. Clairville was once a very dear friend of the king,
Uh-oh.
to the point that when so she died to a monster that was in the first campaign.
Right.
If people know what a false hydra is,
Yes!
my DM did that. My DM did. A big part of this campaign is that this is a campaign set in the aftermath of the false hydra attack.
Oh, I see. I see.
So Bex forgot his own wife until the hydra was killed. The memory returned. So her wife, Bex uses he/she pronouns, so useless. But Bex's wife was killed by the hydra. The king made a whole organization in the world to try and reunite people that they'd forgotten through the hydra, or put people to rest who had died to it.
Right.
Um, the big reveal was that big political project that has gotten the kingdom a lot of clout was done in the name of finding Bex's wife,
Ah, interesting.
but they never did.
Ouch.
Bex's wife is the one person that the project has never found.
Oh man, that sucks.
And Morwen hears all this, goes to the party, and says, I have a very dark fear. I think the king knows what happened to Bex's wife and isn't saying anything. Because if they do, then finding Safi Clairville was the whole reason that the CMI project was created, and if Safi found, the project was done.
Right.
So the king, who does not want to lose the political clout, has not told Bex the truth. That's his theory.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Oh boy.
He comes to this conclusion and he goes to Bex and basically says, hey, you should look at the results of those findings. You should see if something doesn't make sense. You should see if there's something completely off,
Right.
And distrust of the king is at an all-time high. Bex agrees, tentatively, seems very, about it all,
Right.
And then you're stuck with Bex, the king, a couple other very important people, alone in a cave. Because it's part of the tour. We're being shown a tour of the mines of this kingdom.
Right.
One of the things this kingdom has are these powerful rocks, magic items, that work like bombs. They've been used one other time in the campaign
Oh boy.
by the spy.
Let's see. Yeah.
And so our DM starts rolling stuff in the background and starts freaking out because of the rolls.
Uh-oh.
What they were rolling was wisdom saving throws for all the NPCs.
Oh no.
Because inside the cave were creatures that were basically making people hear the person they most wanted to, and would make them run off the path to
Yeah.
chase them.
Yeah.
Things. So King Clarkson was one.
Oh boy.
The other one that was rolled was that Dr. Rex Clairville rolled upon a sleight of hand to grab one of the bomb rocks.
Ooh.
Merlin caught them red-handed and was like, hey, Doc, why do you need a bomb rock?
Oh no.
Bex doesn't say anything. Clarkson runs into the other cave. Immediately upon hearing that, Merlin chases after her because he does not trust the king.
Right.
Another party member follows. Things are weird, things are tense. Bex asks the other two party members, hey, I think we should go check that out. Maybe it's important. We should go.
Right.
I don't know. No. You should go. And so, begrudgingly, the other two party members who are like split up to be teams, join us.
Right.
And Bex follows right behind them. We are then asked to make dexterity saving throws, because the moment we are all cordoned off in the cave,
No.
Bex grabs the bomb rock
Oh.
and throws it at our feet.
Oh, man.
So game break 1 was Bex rolling in that one to get the rock.
Right.
Game break 2,
Oh, boy.
our cleric is an air ganassi, which means that she has a casting of Featherfall.
Right.
She casts Featherfall on everyone, including the king.
Oh, boy.
So the king is now going to fall slowly and peacefully.
Okay.
And then the final thing. So we're all falling. Bex is staring at us as we're descending from the cave mouth. So Shadowkai get a feature where they can move up to basically a free Misty Step.
Right.
I used my Misty Step to get in, like right in the face of and above the doctor, so I would slow fall again with Featherfall.
Okay.
And I waited until I was right at the right moment, and I asked the DM if I could roll to hit them and knock them down and bring them down with us.
Oh, boy.
Game break 3, I crit.
Oh, no.
So Dr. Bex trips, and falls. The Air Ganassi player casts another Featherfall on them, and now we are all going to the bottom of the cave.
Oh, boy.
At the bottom of said cave, which was part of the initial plan, we find a wedding ring.
Oh, no.
Inside, and once our cleric picks up the ring, a ghost appears.
Oh, boy.
We have found Bex's dead wife.
Hooray!
We have found Bex's dead wife, and instead of it being just us alone in a cave, we have the king
And...
Bex.
Oh, that is spicy.
We have them alone, separated from everyone, outnumbered. Bex and the king hate each other right now, so they're not going to team up. And we get to wake them up at sword point because they both got knocked out upon, hitting the floor.
Right.
We get to wake them up, have them at sword point, say, we found Safi Clairville. We know one of you is a servant of the Archfey. Start talking.
It's so good.
Because if you don't, we can just leave you here.
That is actually so good.
And then the final half game break is that at the very end, our cleric reveals, I also have Zone of Truth.
Oh man, I love that.
Our DM expected us to figure out the identity of the spy at the end of this arc.
Right. You guys did it. I'm guessing this sounds like it's probably session 3 or 2.
This is session 8 of the campaign. This is session 1 of the new arc.
Oh yeah. There it is.
First session of the new arc, we have put the campaign into a gridlock of the two people we most suspect being under zones of truth and being forced to talk. And the best part is that even if, because we know one of them isn't the spy, one of them is, one of them isn't.
Yeah.
But the best part is, if Bex is not the spy, then Bex still tried to commit regicide.
Yeah.
If Clarkson isn't the spy, he still lied about the CNI project. No matter what happens, we have both of them dead to rights.
Oh yeah, they're screwed. They're so screwed.
And my DM just had to sit there and go, the investigation's over. Start of next set, depending, unless you guys really beef it, you're gonna get them to talk. They're gonna tell you everything.
Yeah.
My favorite other detail, our druid has been an avid in and out of character note taker,
Yeah.
meaning that we get to say that our druid has everything they've said written down.
That is so good.
We have the minutes. You can't lie to us. Not only between the zone of truth, but you can't even try and get half lies
Yeah.
in the spell because we have you quoted.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Our DM turned on her camera and started like showing us the dread on their face.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
When they rolled the one, I legitimately heard, like, they legitimately just started screaming.
So good.
And my favorite moment is there's a point where they were looking at us on camera, looked at their notes, and said, "Well, f all this," and threw it.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
And to be clear, they were loving it. Like, she
Oh.
told us after the thing. This was like,
Yeah, no, that's like so cool. I would have to give kudos to like the players for like all of that, honestly.
we put them in a position. And she was like, "No, it was great. You guys are." She basically ends every session saying like, "Oh my god, you guys are so smart. You guys have figured out so much. You guys are so smart."
Yeah.
And the name of this initiative was, "You guys are so fucking smart. You're gonna figure out everything. I can't stop you from figuring out everything."
That's so good. I love that.
They're legitimately, they're like, "Well, I have to like rewrite this whole arc now."
Oh man, yeah. That would be tough.
Like, well, the thing is, like, the ending of the arc is still the same. I know, like, I think the ending is untouched. It's more that I have to change how we get there,
Right.
which is a funny time. The worst part, the only one true tragedy of this situation, a dear friend who is the DM for this campaign, is also one of my players for the Crooked Moon campaign.
Oh boy.
Meaning that they will have their revenge.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I love my friends. They're all so smart.
That's gonna be great.
But yes, that's the story of how we've broken the streak. I told my DM part of the reason that I brought Bex down with us was A, because they threw a bomb at us.
Yeah.
But also B, more importantly, they threw a bomb at us and they were going to get to walk away and tell everyone else what happened. And I realized that if that happened, we would not be able to get the truth out of it all.
Yeah.
So I legitimately had to bring them down with us in order to start spreading lies.
God, that's so cool though.
It was the most split-second decision. I have made so many split-second decisions in this game. It's just the character. I think Morgan is just possessing me to be very like, go big, go home, you know?
Yeah.
There was a moment during the getting people to talk part when they were drunk where there's no way that the king is going to tell you this. And I went, "There's no way, huh?" And
Right.
Yeah, I just don't see when it happens. Like, okay, what do I have to give you to make them talk? Like, what? It was like, what do I have to do? What do I owe you as a player if I push?
Oh boy.
Like, are you offering me a devil's bargain right now? Like, yes, I am. You get to do whatever you want. You get to have a moment where you can say, "Hey, I'm cashing this in the worst way possible, but I want to hear what he has to say." So my DM has on me, at any moment, they can invoke the devil's bargain and
Oh boy.
unleash something horrible. And I'm so excited.
It's so yeah, no, that is worth it.
I love that. I I'm not the kind of player who usually goes that like dramatic, but in the moment I was like, no, I need to know what this man is hiding from us. It will literally take any consequence.
Oh my god, that's great. I love Dungeons and Dragons so much. Like part of me is like so disappointed I can't do the Monday one shots because it is like such a fun game. Like everything that you described is like that is hilarious. How that all
Yeah.
played out.
Oh, it's so good. It's so chaotic. I love it. I there was the funniest quote from session is my DM is realizing what is going to happen, and they just go, I don't know if I should do this. Actually, like I don't know if it's a good idea. And I told my DM, hey, you like the Embers Groove, right? And he's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, cool. I'm Cusco, and you're Pacha, and we are both tied up on the opposite ends of this rock, and we're about to go over the cliff.
It's
Like,
that is a
let us
great way to put it.
let's embrace the void together. And they're like, all right, let's go.
God, I love that so much.
It was such a good session. We may have stayed at least like an hour and a half later than we did, just because we had gotten so invested and
Real.
like could not could not end any earlier than we did. We needed to know what happened.
Honestly, I would have been the same way, just like, no!
The best my DM was like, I was going to wait a couple weeks before I sent out the next like scheduling message. You know, like I was going to wait because I'm moving in to the school.
Right.
Yeah, I need to play immediately.
Oh, that's so good.
They're like both because I'm excited and also because I literally cannot plan until I know what happens. I
Oh, man.
actually cannot plan the rest of the campaign until I know what you figure out at the end of the game.
That is so good. I love that so much.
I got incredibly brain rotted over that campaign after that session.
I don't blame you. That is great. That is a great session right there.
Yeah. I think another very funny just interaction. There's a moment where I think they rolled the one, and instead of saying I rolled the one, their response was, I need to DM my best friend real quick. I need to DM my friend real quick. They have a group chat for new friends who are not in the campaign but in the plot, so
Right.
they can have people to bounce off of.
Yeah, yeah.
Legitimately was when I need to message the group chat.
That's so good.
And we later found out that for the people in this group chat, some of them woke up to a random message at late AM of just help. What do I do? Got a nat one. I'm breaking this fucking rock.
Lamau. That's actually hilarious.
We also were told that the rock was supposed to be like a long-term plot thing. That story, one of the rocks from the mines, was supposed to be like a second leg of the mystery.
Yeah.
And then you saw it. And then I just saw it. I couldn't use it as a mystery. I had to throw it immediately.
Tragedy.
There was no other option for how to blow it, how to close the cave in. You saw the rock. Congratulations. I don't get to throw that secondary mystery in.
That's so good. I'm so curious to know what they're gonna do then.
They did tell us that one thing that's not changing is that this arc has a ball session. The ball was going to be slightly different, but you're still getting the ball.
Nice.
I can't promise you a ball and then take it away from you.
Based DM, we'd love to see it.
I love my DM. This is the DM who will in fact fit a ball session into every single one of their campaigns. For the sole reason of I know my friends want to dress up their Gorgos in fancy outfits.
No, but it's like so true though. That's like half the fun of D&D already.
Yeah. And then they went, and also, I know my friends ship their OCs like nobody's fucking business. Therefore, I need a ball session so nobody can dance.
Yeah. That's exactly
Right.
how it goes.
Every campaign needs a ball session and a beach session. You gotta do that.
Yeah. No, you're so right about that. I know for at the store I had like my obligatory beach episode one shot because it's like I have to do this, right?
Right, of course. Great passage.
But I know our DM didn't have a what's it called, a ball session. We had a ball arc.
Oh.
we called
excellent.
we called that arc the Snowblind, and
Fun.
the Snowblind is going to be a part of the. It's going to be arc 2 of the comic, so I don't really want to get fully into it, but I will be showing off some old art, because so I've had Aerie since like 2016, right?
Right.
Um, kind of like after 2016, that's when the campaign really started to take off, and Aerie got a little bit of an outfit change for for the Snowblind arc, because it was the Snowblind. We had to dress fancy, right? I, without any exaggeration, I have never changed the design of this dress. Like, I only had like one small detail, and that was the split in the thigh. It's on the stream. Yeah, old
Okay.
art, but good lord, this dress is like.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I will be reusing this outfit for the comic. But
Good.
all of that being said, what an incredible session that is to like completely break the campaign like that.
Was so funny. Such a good time. And like I said, this is one of my plays for the Crooked Moon, so I'm fully expecting to get what I got coming to me.
Yeah.
Uh,
Worth it though.
so worth it. It was awesome. But yeah, thank you for letting me yap to you about that.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole time too, we are getting plenty done on the comic page, which is nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I see the problem. I didn't put my stabilizer on.
That would be important, yeah.
That would be somewhat important to making the lines very clean and privy.
This is true.
Alright, I'm liking how this is looking so far, I think.
Oh yeah. It does look very good.
But, man, oh my god, and it's 12:14 already. I'm gonna be going for, really, like, only, like, I don't know how to do math, 45 more minutes?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
We should we need to like get this sort of group talk about because we should 100% still be the OC that
I keep forgetting about it. I keep telling myself, like, at the beginning of the week, oh yeah, I should message Biba about that. And then, like, the days will go by, and I'm like, man, I'm forgetting something.
No, you're totally fine. I just remembered it now, honestly. But, yeah, we should totally do it.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
absolutely. Oh my god, and I'm gonna have, like, so many OCs just plopped up here for the comic, too.
Oh yeah, totally. Honestly, what a great way to advertise your Come read this webcomic. Here's all these.
Look at all these hot characters. It's okay. Honestly, the webcomic probably isn't going to be happening for like a super long time, so I don't mind, but at the same time, it's just really funny.
It is funny.
June here, the character that I'm working on the panel right now, I love her so much. Character inspirations for this one. Primarily, Alice Sharma from the Left Right game. Yeah, so she's just a change. She is a changeling who never uses her masking abilities, and she runs a
Oh,
podcast dedicated to like telling like truthful like stories. And she has like a super strong interest in like adventuring and everything. But she herself is
oh,
not one. She just like really likes hearing about it.
that's such a fun concept for a character.
Yeah, I need to like ask my cousin who actually took French, on like how I should like write her dialogue, because in my head
Mm,
she's French.
God,
For some reason
I
she
can't.
is.
I cannot believe we can handshake about D&D characters who are podcasters.
Dude, they're like hold up. You said handshake. Where are they?
Hold on, let me get them. Shit. Me talking about any of my RC expected. I know you're in a folder. I sent you off for a commission recently. There you go. Here he is.
Oh yes, him. The boy I remember.
Host of Parallel. His bid is slightly different, but only slightly, because he forcibly is in these other settings because of the stupid watch he has.
Yeah.
So unlike the changeling character who is not an adventurer, he has been forcibly.
Lamau.
um, my other favorite thing about that is he's very bad at it.
It's so good.
His usual MO is, in fact, find competent people, hang around them until he has to go, and ask them fun questions.
That is so good. Honestly, mood though. That would probably be something I would do.
That's so true. I did actually make a few, like, actual episodes of what his podcast would sound like, which was really fun.
Oh man, I love that.
Uh, and what I did to do this, it's an actual show. It's on my Spotify stuff. But the way I did it was I went to other people's like D&D podcasts
Oh
and
man.
asked them straight up, would you, hey, hi, I have a very dumb idea for you. Would you be willing to take on a one session guest star? And in this session, here's this character, here's the pitch. You know?
Right.
And typically these are people who I had already like done something for, basically.
Yeah.
Either like, oh, the thing I wrote was in their game, and I helped them write something. Blah.
Right.
Um, I wasn't like approaching randos. It was more like, hey, I helped you. Would you be willing to help
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
You know? But there was a couple of great jokes that came from that, and I scripted a few of my own episodes for that.
Uh huh.
Some of the best jokes that come out about that are, in fact, he introduced the fantasy world to the concept of sweatpants.
Yeah, sounds about right. Honestly, I just his design. Yeah.
Yeah, he is from a more modern fantasy setting, and the watch took him to like high fantasy Toril-esque.
That's so funny.
And he showed up wearing that, and they asked him what he was wearing. He's like, "Oh, you mean sweatpants?" Because the artificer character was like, "I don't know why you would wear pants that make you sweat. It sounds really gross."
It's so
He's like, "No,
good.
they're great." It's like, "No, they're great. They're
Like I
really
promise.
fancy."
I promise. They're so good. I promise. Here, try them on.
Yeah. Was when he left. At one point, he was like, "Don't cause a paradox. Don't try and make sweatpants yet. And if anyone asks, that was really cool."
Oh man, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah. The other joke, my favorite episode I wrote for the show, the one time I scripted a full episode, I dare say, he ended up on a world that worked on Yu-Gi-Oh! And no logic.
Right.
where like everyone had a deck of trading cards and solved all their problems through whoever won the duel, you know?
Right.
The joke is, he doesn't know how to play. So everyone is like approaching him and asking him to do X, Y, Z. He's just got no idea what they're talking
Oh no.
about. Which was in fact me letting off some being at a game store steam.
Lamau.
uh, I it's funny because me and my friend who wrote this were both very into MTG,
Right.
but we snuck in as many jokes from as many card games as possible, which made the in-universe card game incomprehensible. Because it was just a collection of jokes from like Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Pokemon,
That's-
etc.
That's so funny.
As a result, the rules make no fucking sense.
Oh my god.
But I think the fact the rules make no fucking sense adds to
I think
the-
that, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that makes it like significantly funnier.
it's way more funny as a result. The person who runs into him that episode asking him to play is a literal dragon. He runs into a dragon and he's just like, if you don't beat me in this children's card game, I will eat you. And he's just like, I don't know why the children's card game is necessary.
Like, what are you talking about?
This feels like a really unnecessary step.
It's like, it's so like, how do I describe it? It feels like just the way that it's being described feels like an episode of Amazing World of Gumball.
It had that absurdist energy for sure. I love that. I love him. He's so sweet. He's one of my brainless boys. He's one of the fun characters where to play him, I turn my brain off and I let my ADHD get worse.
That's what a wonderful way to play.
There was yeah, so but the funniest part about him is, so I make that show. I did not finish it the way I wanted to because we're like out, but I
Right.
did make like a good number of episodes. And my friends and all got very into it, which love my friends.
Right.
What started happening
Oh no.
is certain friends would say, my OC is from like a modern enough fantasy world that they could get podcasts. It'd be really funny if they listened to the show. In universe.
That is actually so genius, though.
Oh, it gets better.
Oh,
Then
no.
another friend that, because one person does that, and another person goes, wait, that is funny. Oh, that is funny. I should do that. And another person says, oh, that is very funny. And
boy.
it just spread. to
It
the
just
point
keeps
where
going.
A lot of my characters have characters who canonically listened to P2A. Oh, the funny. And I was like, well, the only way this works is if in universe it was like a massive hit of a show.
Right.
And my friend goes, hey, that makes sense in lore. Like, what the fuck do you mean it makes sense in lore? And they're like, well, your characters go around the multiverse, and your average D&D person doesn't really have a good grasp on like how the multiverse works or what's really out there. Like, they can go into the planar system, but that's kind of it. I'm like, okay. And like, for a lot of people, this show is the first thing that let them know that the multiverse existed. That wasn't like deep in Archmage jargon.
Yeah. That is true. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Hilariously enough,
And so I went, I'm telling you that
people studied
Nice.
this.
this is this is how the multiverse works for dummies for a lot of people. And
Yes.
it's like, yeah, I think so. I think you just justified like a cultural boom into wanting to reach out into the multiverse. Like, oh yeah, people are gonna want to like build spelljammers and go to Sigil now like because they know something is out there.
Man, that is wild.
It's
Oh
such
my
a funny idea. It's
so
such a
good.
funny idea. But genuinely, if I ever went back and wrote more, I would want to play with that concept. I would want to like after the show and do more with Trek as a character from the perspective of. So you've accidentally become a megastar on a multiversal scale overnight. No.
Yeah, that's great. Oh no, the whole I love that like the whole thing too about like oh yeah your character's like in a modern fantasy kind of thing. My character's in a modern fantasy thing too. I think they would listen to the podcast. It's like
They would.
literally it's literally the entire comic I'm making as well.
Yeah. Unironically, I can 100% see a world where these two people point at each other and like, I've heard your thing.
Oh my
I-
god,
I-
that'd be great.
I bet you are. You meet at a fucking con.
I did have a one shot for the story that I wrote. So there in universe, right? It's a very like modern thing. It's called VentureCon, where a bunch of adventurers just like set up booths, and a bunch of merchants set up even more booths, and it's just a whole thing for the public to like meet their favorite adventuring team, and like ask questions. It's a place for like newer adventurers too to like maybe find some new gear, get advice from like more seasoned adventurers. It was a whole thing.
That's so funny.
Because the in my world, I was telling my brothers about this last night. The world it's like adventuring itself is kind of like a very subtle commentary on like the whole like everyone wants to be like a social media influencer now. So thus I treat my adventures literally just as that. Like some of them will quite literally have like their own like action figures for sale.
That's peak. That's such a good idea.
Is there are
I
in my head too, rather than having like you know like the joke where it's like oh it's like if a bunch of fantasy people got together to play like a game like a role-playing game would it just be like regular everyday life. No, in this world it's like okay here are some of the most popular adventurers, these were some of their like most like infamous adventures, you get to pretend to be those people now.
that's like how it is though, because like that is more accurate to our world.
Yeah,
The things we emulate are like celebrity or
exactly, so it's like
it completely makes sense to make adventure celebrity culture. That's so fun.
it I just wanted to like mass commercialize like adventuring because I thought that was like an insanely funny concept.
Oh, it's deeply funny, but like also adventurers, your average D&D party go through more drama in a week than some people do in their life. Like
Literally.
your average D&D party's got like tragic backstories and like deep motivations and big speeches and oh my god, the romance arcs, like
Yeah.
the adventurer tableau for who's seen who must go crazy.
Dude, like my favorite thing about it too is just like again the commentary because I like to think that all of the little iris communicators, that's the quote unquote iPhone in the world, right?
Yeah.
All of those have a feature where they just kind of like passively record almost everything too.
Yeah, when you can just like upload your own adventures. Yeah, no, it's perfect. I love that. But like, it makes total sense. It's a really funny way to handle adventure in a modern context.
I
I,
yeah, no, go on.
I was gonna say, I think it's great. It's really funny. And like, There's just infinite jokes. That's all. There's just infinite jokes.
I need to like send you the actual script I have for chapter 1 so far. Remind me to do that after stream.
I will be soon.
And hopefully I will remember to.
God, that's deeply funny.
Again, it's just for me. It's like I think it's funny on like so many different levels. It's I love like the subtle commentary to it too, because the other thing that I wanted to like emphasize kind of a little bit was that the world itself, because adventuring is so mainstream, is very desensitized to violence. So there are literally just some people out there just like streaming like, "Hey, watch me pull up on this goblin camp."
Oh my god, that's fucking.
It's so like it's low key messed up, but it's kind of funny.
I took 100 adventuring things, and I stuffed them in a dungeon built with only the most deadly traps. Who will make it out alive will win $10,000 for charity.
It's so funny.
Something, Mr. Beast, but they are like a dungeon making mind flayer.
Oh, you know what? That needs to be a one shot now.
Just like your adventuring party is asked what charity they want to donate.
So we want to donate to oh my god, I'm on the wrong layer for coloring. Oh Jesus.
Aging
We want to donate to something. Actually, here's my favorite organization. So obviously, I think with all the violence going on, at some point, televised blood sport it definitely got into the mainstream somehow. Here's my favorite blood sport that I have conceptualized in my head. It is literally just... This is gonna be so bad. It is literally just televised torturing souls of the damned in hells. So it's like, hey, some devil down there was like, hey, you know, in the material plane, lots of people are watching like broadcasted like murder. So what if we just broadcasted like the souls of the damned fighting each other for their entertainment?
I mean, like, here's the thing, right? There's a really simple and universal justification, which is that, like, at a pretty moderately low level, clerics get revivified.
Yeah.
So, like, in a world this desensitized to adventuring culture, it's like, oh, yeah, these people are dead. But, like...
Are they really?
But, like, it's common practice when you do these sort of, like, dungeon challenges to have scrolls of Revivify for all the competitors. So,
Yeah.
like, they'll be fine.
They'll definitely be fine. Again, once again, the idea of hell being a televised blood sport is also just insanely funny to me.
Something, hey, maybe the demons want some club too.
It's more like something, hey, we could profit off of this.
Children fighting making snowface.
Basically, that's basically what that entire idea was. I was gonna write a one-shot where it's like, okay, you guys are gonna be competing in the hells right now. And it's like, and then it's just like kind of funny because like you realize like, wait a minute, these are just dead people that we're beating up for people's enjoyment. They're not good people.
No, but like, still fucked up. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I do love the idea of like what a modern take on adventuring would look like, because you know it's something. There's like, God, you have to imagine there are those people who are like, man, born in the wrong generation. All the like super evil archdemons have been sealed or slain.
Yeah. Born just in time to see What is something extremely cursed right now that I could say? Born just in time to see people writing fanfics about real life adventurers.
You know, oh my god, the Tumblr discourse, the in-universe Tumblr discourse about like, is this adventuring party problematic for using necromancy?
And, unironically, there is like a huge social media platform in the world. It's called Team Up,
Excellent.
and it's just like the entire discourse on it is just like everyone trying to like everyone clout chasing with like recorded clips from their adventures. It's like IRL streaming, but like even more hilarious.
That's awesome. Something adventuring fan cams of like a set of adventurers who you know are gaming, and so you just see the moments where they're fighting side by side, and people fucking set it to like a fan cam.
Just fan, not even just that, just like fan edits and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually don't like the lipstick on Zelda there. Let me just erase that.
God, the comedy potential is fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god. I need to have your characters like cameo in the comics somewhere.
I would love, honestly, we have Harmon role playing one shot, but also like, God, I now desperately need to know what a conversation between those two fucking podcast characters are like. Just how that conversation goes.
You know, let me just send you the script now. I'm gonna send it to you in screenshots though, because
Fair.
it's really long. I don't think Discord's character limit is gonna be happy with me.
Super fair. God, fucking crossover episode ass shit. The two of them. And the funniest part about it is that for Trash, who like goes to other worlds, this would be a really weird thing for him. With every, like, just how socially conscious adventuring is, would be just kind of a new thing for him. And, it's so funny.
I just love the idea of like him like stumbling into the world, and it's like, okay, I gotta make sure, and then he like realizes like, oh, it's all modern day.
Alright, I can work with this. I know my way. I can charge my phone, I can get it work, everything's great. And just like walks into a room and he's like, I know who you are. And he's like, I don't know who you are.
Oh my god, how many screenshots am I gonna need to do with this?
But no, I am obsessed. I wouldn't. One of these days, we should 100% talk about what these two would talk about.
Absolutely.
So good.
One of my favorite details about June is that she completely romanticizes like the olden days of adventuring, like when people were just randomly meeting as strangers in a tavern and then go, like they weren't looking for like glory or like or like fame or anything. Like they were just like they had these backstories and everything, and she considers that era of adventuring to be like more genuine than it is like in today's age. But in some regards too, it's still all like still very much like the same as it was. I'm gonna stop there actually, because I don't want to like sit around and just be taking screenshots on my phone. I will send you the rest later, but that is basically what's going on.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah. Um, I'm so excited to like do this, but I'm also just like very, very much intimidated by like the workload before me.
totally get you. We need to do this more often because this is very fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god. Even just like bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah, yeah. Could be on stream. It honestly could be off. I wouldn't mind either. Just like at some point it would be fun to do.
Yeah.
But though we do need to 100% post the OC speed. It's too funny.
It's so funny.
Oh my god. You like the worst thing is that adventure speed games will 100% fit the capitalism. Like it's so easy to make canon.
Yeah. Really funny.
Just like, hey man, you know, people going out risking their lives and doing all this fun, like combat. You could die. It'd be really shitty for you to die single.
Literally. Like, okay, we're about to die. Who wants to admit they had a crush on me?
But like, imagine that. Oh my god, is that how you do like Tinder? Is there like an adventure Tinder? It's just like
I need to come up with that now.
people just make their profiles and talk about like the adventures they go on and also like, oh, their new powers and because like you know enough to know that one of the things that makes a D&D character just like absolutely at their hottest is when they're the most competent. You know?
I think my favorite like idea about like adventurers Tinder is the idea that of like people like it's like, oh, we're gonna have a one night stand, and then like that ends up meaning like either two things: either it's actually gonna be sex or they're just gonna duel each other.
Oh my god, yeah. There's a one night stand tab and a one night stand off tab, and like
Yeah.
people get them mixed up. Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Just like, okay, did you bring protection? Yes. He pulls out a shield, like a full set of armor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, the funniest thing about that to me is I feel like the person's response is either like, you're an idiot, or you're an idiot, and that's hot.
Oh my god, I swear it's again. This is why I love like the modern fantasy setting. Like, there's so much potential for like dumb shit like this.
It's so good. It is unfortunately probably not a I should probably hop off the call, but I won't mind text or stream.
Yeah,
But we should keep talking about this and just games. This is too funny.
yeah. It's almost time for like stream to like be over too. To be fair, it's 12:44.
Yeah. But I think I have to hosting guy.
All good. I got work tomorrow too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hop out, but this is super fun. We should give this a time.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Good night, Biba.
Good night.
Oh my god. Yep. This is definitely one of the silliest concepts, I think. But no, just to continue off of that though, I really do think like a modern fantasy setting has to be like one of the most like fun settings to like play, like things to like play around with, because there's so much like potential for shenanigans, and like you don't even have to do like super modern day. You can always do like maybe it's like a fantasy, but it's in the early 2000s. Oh my god, I just enjoy like this kind of tomfoolery so much. I think it's like one of the funniest things that you can do. But yeah, we are almost done here. I think I will just do the flats and then probably call it there at the stream. Just because I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing just yet. For some of this, because it's like I don't know what's going on in that tray. I know it's definitely a bit small, but at the same time I'm too lazy to make it bigger. And it's not the focus, so it works out in my opinion. And I think for me too, it's just like the other thing is like I just go ahead and like keep the like the different aesthetics going on because it's like she's obviously like more of a 1920s like flapper thing. I think the elves get to keep like older wear just because they've been around for so long. Makes sense. June is obviously up here wearing like a more like very like modern getup. She's got like a denim jacket on, V-neck top, and everything. But yeah, see, trays are typically blacks. I'm just gonna do that. Keep it simple. Yeah. Let's see. I think this is a good look for the comic too. I think this is like looking a lot better than when I first attempted like everything here. So I'm quite pleased with this outcome so far. And I do like the script too. Again, I just don't really want to reveal the script because I think that's going to give away a bit much. I'm sure the visuals will give away stuff too, to like an extent and everything, but I don't mind it like too much because there's still nothing being said, nothing you can like prove. So let me finish that first before I go to fix this. Then I do like a salmony color. It's kind of like around here, and then I'll render in like a char and everything to it. I just don't feel like doing that right now. The mashed potatoes are kind of like this. And then silverware. All right. I like how this is looking, and then it's just gonna be like a generic soup broth, I guess. Alright, so that's the flats done. I think we'll go ahead and just end it off right here. Because I think this is a good stopping point. I like this. It's gonna give me time to work on stuff later, and I'll have like a little bit more sleep tonight. So let's see. What have I to say? Let me think. So, next stream is gonna be Thursday. We'll probably be working on more art again. I might change it up too. I still have like this other thing that I want to draw, so we'll try to keep that up. And then from there, hopefully the base stream is happening next Wednesday. And then see, I don't really have much to say. Hopefully I'll have like stuff to show off on Saturday, like I promised to have for the comic, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. So all of that being said, thank you everyone who showed up today. I had a blast yapping about stuff on stream. It's always fun talking about these kinds of things. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. See you guys on Thursday. You all, good night.